$1 million entry models. In this video, I'm gonna break down the exact step-by-step framework that got me to over $1 million in funding and over 100K in payouts. And using this exact step-by-step framework will get you to $1 million plus in funding as well. And you can do this being a complete beginner. It's all there for the taking, so no time to waste. Let's get into the video. The framework I'm about to share with you has 4 simple steps. And the first step is finding your favorite confluences. And confluences is just a fancy term for your favorite ICT concepts. It can be for value gap, order block breaker, market structure shift, all that stuff. And what nobody tells you is you don't need 20 different PD arrays on your chart. You don't need the reapers, the end blocks, the end dogs, all that stuff on your chart to make money. Just pick a handful, master them, and combine them into one single entry model. And I built a specific playlist on my YouTube channel where I explain all the different confluences like market structure, market maker models, time and price, daily bias, order blocks for value gaps, kill zones. If you go to my YouTube channel under playlists, then if you go under build your model, there is where you can find all those videos. And I'll leave the link to that playlist also in the description. And the ones you've seen in the playlist are the ones that I use to make money. And there are a ton more PD arrays or ICT concepts you can use to make money, but these are the ones that works for me. They're very simple and I want to simplify everything for you. So when you find your favorite confluences, there's where it's time to go to step 2. And it is get an entry model with your confluences. And you can build that model yourself, or you can use one of my favorite entry models. In the past couple of weeks, I created a dedicated video to all of them. You have the school model, you have 2 A+ setups, you have a turtle soup model, open, high, low, close model, and there's more entry models. And there's also a specific YouTube playlist for this. So if you go back to the YouTube channel, you have your build your model where you can find the confluence from step 1, and here you can find my favorite entry models. So you can build one yourself using the confluences, or you can just use my entry models and then backtest it yourself. So step 1 and 2 is nothing special, right? You find your favorite confluences, you watch the videos, you take notes, you go to the chart and see if you can identify them, and then you build an entry model around those confluences. And I created free training on how to go from emotional trading and blow accounts to securing over $100,000 in funded accounts and consistent monthly payouts. No fluff, just straight value. So make sure you check out the link in the description to watch the training as soon as possible. Cool. And there's a third step in this framework, and there's where 95% of traders miss it completely. They're or too lazy or they just don't want to make money. But it's the part of trading that takes the most time. It's the most tedious, and to be honest, it's just not a very fun part of trading. Everybody wants just to push buttons and then make money. But the third step is all about executing and building data. And by building data, I mean making mistakes. Go to the chart, execute, and mess up. Fail as many times as you can. Fail forward and journal all your mistakes. And there is one specific insight I want to share, and I shared it in my Discord, and it's the following. I got many DMs with a screenshot of a trade and the message, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. A simple message that showed a lot about what level a trader is. Because a trade is taken based on an entry model, I hope. And entry models you can find on the YouTube channel here. An entry model is nothing more than X, Y, Z is happening on the charts, and based on that, you decide to press the button. And you have an edge with your entry model, and that's your win rate. That's where you need to build data for, because you need to have a certain win rate to know, okay, I can make money now. That means if you take your entry model, have a 50% win rate, you lose 5 out of 10 trades and 50 out of 100 trades. Beginners and losing traders, so if you're one of those, it's okay, now we're gonna fix this. Beginners and losing traders think that when their entry model appears, they are going to make money. But the I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here shows a lack of understanding of probability and risk. With your entry model, for example, has a 50% win rate, you must shoot 100% of the times when you see your entry model appearing, when all the stars are aligning with your model. But even then, only 50% of the times you're gonna make money. So the I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here, maybe rephrase this. Maybe you are doing nothing wrong here. That's just your edge. You just hit one of those 5 out of 10 times you need to lose in order for you to make money. Very important framework in step 3 about building data. So you have your entry model, and let's say that's a school model. Cool. That means you need to build data on this, because you need to look, does this model work for me? If I go to the charts, you can go backtest. You can backtest on TradingView or FXView Play. There are many tools you can backtest on. Does this work for me? And at the same time, go look at live price action day after day, show up every single day, every single trading day, and try to execute your model and mess up, make mistakes. And over time, in a few weeks' times, you have so many data points and you can conclude, okay, maybe this entry model has a 40% win rate or a 50% win rate for me. That's fine. If you should have wanted to, you make money. That's cool. And if you need some help with journaling or data building or your trade plan or daily bias or whatever, I have a school group where I have free courses on everything. So don't buy an expensive course, go to my school group, go to the classroom, and in that classroom, you can find everything you need to start making money yourself right now today. I will leave the link to my school group in the description. But executing and building data is one of the most important things in your trading. Because if you lack confidence, you lack your psychology, you're very scared on a chart or lots of anxiety, that means you have no confidence. Because confidence is built on proof. But how can you be confident if you don't have any proof that something's working for you? So you need evidence, you need proof that something's working for you. And how can you build proof? By doing this, by building data. Backtest and journal. So backtest is journaling is basically forward testing. So you're going to actually look at live price action and try to find your setups and build data points over time. And over time, you know that, okay, if I'm going to the charts in the long run, I'm going to lose 6 out of 10 times or 5 out of 10 times, and I'm still going to make money. So when you are in a trade and it goes to your stop loss directly, you are okay. You are not mentally drained. You are not too anxious. You just accept it like, hey, cool, can happen. It sucks. Yes, you lose money, but in the long run, you're going to make money. And now you know the first 3 steps of this framework. Building data on your entry model is the most important thing in the world. I want to introduce you to step 4, and it's the most powerful concept I use to skyrocket my win rate. And it's not some fancy PD array, it's not some fancy entry model concept. No, it is being a judge. I have a background in law. I've been to law school, and I want to share the framework that I use from being out of law school into trading. And it's built a case like a judge in court. So with every trade, you are the judge or you're a lawyer. And you need to make a case with bullish and bearish arguments. So you go to the chart, you see your entry model, and okay, for example, I'm bullish. Cool. You're gonna build your case around being bullish. One important thing here is that the higher time frame is more important than the lower time frame when building your case. If you have a 1-minute buy structure, that is less important than a daily buy structure. Make sense? Cool. So for example, you are bullish. Example, you have a daily bullish fair value gap, you have a 1-hour market maker buy model, and you have a 5-minute structure. That is a pretty nice bullish argument, a bullish case for price going higher, so you might want to long. But it's very important to also build a bearish case and see how strong that bearish case is. Because maybe the bearish case is even more significant and you might have a short on your hands. And if you are longing against a very bearish case, that's not a nice idea because you want price to go up very cleanly if you're long. But let's say the bearish arguments are very small. You have a small 1-hour CBs on the sell side of the curve, then you don't have a lot of bearish arguments against your position. And if the bullish case outweighs that bearish case by a ton, then you have a high probability setup in your hands because you don't expect price to go down very aggressively. So that's cool because price needs to go up. An example here is on a GPUSD screenshot I just took while recording this video. This is a live price action here. And you see a drawn liquidity at the upside, you have a liquidity sweep, you have a massive displacement with a fair value gap. And when you want to take a trade into this fair value gap, there is where you need to look for, okay, what are my bullish arguments? What are my bearish arguments? Because this is, in hindsight, this is not printed yet. This here is not there yet. So you don't know that price is going up. But you do see a fair value gap. You do see that there is some bearish fair value gaps, but there's mostly failure swings right there and right there. And with dollar being very bearish right now, you probably have an argument also that the USD pairs, among others, GBUSD, is going up. So with that, you now have a stronger argument against higher price than lower prices. So if you have your bullish setup on your hands, and that could be here, if you miss the move, there's another fair value gap right there. In one of these two, you could have taken your entry if that was your model. But when this price action occurs, when you're looking at a live chart, not in hindsight like this, but when you're looking at a live chart and you're not sure how to cancel print, make a bullish case, make a bearish case. In this case, the bullish case is way stronger than the bearish case, and that makes the GU trade to the upside more high probability. And that's what you want to collect. You want high probability trades. And hypothetically, let's say this didn't happen and price just traded lower. Cool. Then you just take a -1. That is fine. Your stop loss should be good. Like your risk management should be on point. If you risk 1% and your stop loss is here, you need to just lose 1%, not 2%. So make sure your risk management is on point and just journal that. Cool. I had a bullish case that was stronger than the bearish case. It didn't work out. Try to just find things that you missed. If you didn't miss anything, cool. Then you journal as your edge. I did everything I could, was a -1. Cool, up to the next one. You will probably take more than 100 trades over a trading year. So one trade like this, yes, it sucks to lose, but it's normal. And you need to lose to make money. Remember, if you have a 50% win rate, you need to lose 50 out of the 100 trades, 50 stop losses out of the 100 to make money. And here you have it, my framework to $1 million entry models. This is the exact framework now you can use to get over $1 million in funding by just finding your confluences in step 1, finding your entry model in step 2, building data on an entry model in step 3, and now you know how to build a case like a judge in step 4 to skyrocket your win rate and learn from your mistakes. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. Make sure to check out the links in the description to find the relevant videos, and also make sure you join the school and the Discord to get my daily outlooks. Stay updated on all the free material, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.